summer or summer's end, what emotion or what is your immediate reaction? What are your thoughts?
Well, until I retired, it was okay, back to work. Well, our things, kids go back to school, so routines change, and you don't spend as much time on leisure activities.
Is there a favorite summer memory
Favorite summer memory?
in your life?
Backpacking up in the Wallowa Mountains, because you only can go in the summer,
Ah,
and it's beautiful.
yeah.
I start thinking in terms of what all did I want to accomplish this summer? Have I done it? Have I met the goals that I set for the month? But it's the end of the month, end of the summer. So have I done what I said I wanted to do? And what do I want to do during the fall?
Is there a particular thing that you wanted to accomplish this summer that either was successfully accomplished or not?
Probably, as we sit here, it would be getting this room to the place where it is now.
End of summer? Well, it's different here than when we were in Vermont. Vermont, by the time you get to last week of August, Labor Day weekend, you're already wearing sweatshirts and, kind of thing. So there was definitely an end of summer. Down here, it's still 90 degrees till the end of September. So, it's a much gradualer, and end of summer almost kind of has a different sense because there really is no end of summer since we've been down here. So as far as feelings, it was always kind of sad, but a new stage, right? You go from shorts and flip-flops and barbecues to okay, you got a sweatshirt on, you kind of wear fall clothes, flannel shirts, and you get that brisk weather, and it kind of feels good, after a summer of 90 degrees. So it's kind of reinvigorating a little bit and stuff. But here it's kind of, not as severe.
A favorite memory of end of summer, or either summer or fall or autumn?
Well, in Vermont, falls were beautiful with the foliage and stuff, and always, kind of look forward to, late September, early October is when, peak foliage would be, and, we would drive up into the mountains, and see the foliage and stuff, and there'd be all the tour buses and all the, Ben and Jerry's ice cream place, all the buses and stuff. So it was always, Vermont, it was a busy time in Vermont with the foliage, and then also end of summer, again, back home, we had our fair, the Champlain Valley Fair. And, we weren't big fair people, but we'd go to a number of concerts and see stuff there. And that was always kind of like the last hurrah of summer before the kids went back to school and stuff.
It used to be weather changing in Vermont. You'd go from Vermont only has like a very short summer. So, you would go from t-shirts to winter coats.
Right.
Also, we got married August 29th, so we got married sort of at that end of summer, going back to school. College was great. It was best time of my life. Fall. I love fall decorations, fall colors. You love the change of food. There's only so much barbecue you can do, and you're now making soups and things in the oven and baking and apple picking, and so it was always a fun time.
Nice.
We would go apple picking. Not here in South Carolina, though. In New Jersey, they had the best apples. They had a great orchard there that we used to go picking all the time, and being that he was 6'4", he had no problem getting all the good apples that were up on the top that were closest to the sun, because they would always taste the best. Me, I was always down there fighting the bees. And we would eat them on the way in, and there was at least 10 different varieties that you can go up and down this orchard and pick apples.
Yeah.
So that was something we always did every September. The year before we moved here was probably the best one, because we knew it was gonna be our last time doing it. So we picked like 4 huge baskets full. And when we brought them home, I said to him, what are we gonna do with all these apples? So everybody in the neighborhood got apples. So you bastards, do you miss me yet?
So Myron, when I say the phrase end of summer, what comes to mind?
End of fishing season at the beach. Start of football season.
End of summer means probably to me more than anything diminishing daylight and with that comes for me and a lot of people less you're not excited about as many things, you know, you're more, it kind of puts a downer on things because you know what's going to come up after that. And for me, it was always living in the up in Michigan and Detroit and Chicago. It was the prelude to many days hibernating in our house, limited sunlight, and I never experienced what's considered, I think it's seasonal disorder, but I came close to it sometimes, and you always dread that, where you feel like there's nothing worth really doing anymore. You're just going to sit there and wait it out, and that includes many months of boredom. And
autumn. It's my favorite part of the year is autumn. And I think it's because I was born and raised in Michigan. And it's the colors. All the colors. And the heat of the summer going away. And the nicest time to be outside. So we would always go camping, boating, and all the fresh produce coming in the Michigan area. And that kind of carried over into Chicago when we moved to Chicago too. The holidays are going to be fast approaching. The cider mill. Time's going to the cider mill. That's the time of the year when the cider mills start to open up in the fall, and going and having the smell of the cider being pressed at the cider mills, and the hot donuts rolling off, the cinnamon sugar donuts rolling off the. That is what I enjoy most about autumn and fall. From my childhood memories till now. And even now, like last year when we had our vacation to Michigan, we were there the opening day of Yates Cider Mill in Rochester, Michigan. And I couldn't wait to go.
When I say end of summer, what emotion, phrase, thought, memory comes to mind?
Sadness.
What do you mean?
I'm sad. It's terrible. It's gonna be cold. That's not my favorite time of year.
Summer 2019. Summer started this year on June 21st and ended on September 23rd. 94 days. Summer of 2019 was a bittersweet time. Great beach days, celebrations, trips and travel, but we also lost a dear friend. Summers are always a time that we remember. We look forward to the autumn and the changing of the seasons, but 2019 will always be a summer to remember.
Nothing I am, nothing I dream, nothing is new. Nothing I think or believe in or say, nothing is true.